Hey everybody, so what I wanted to do today is just put together a simple instructional video on how to enter your grade progress reports. During the semester you'll be doing 3 different ones. The first one will be the 4th week, which is coming up, due on Friday before noon. And then we'll keep you up to date as far as when you do your midterm and then final grade reports on MyMav. But since many of you are new, or maybe some of you are not so new but are new to the Canvas process and new to just haven't remembered since last year, so I just wanted to put together a quick little video to help you with the step-by-step instruction into how to make these grade reports happen. So if you go to, first of all, we have to go to Canvas. I've already logged on to one of my sections in Canvas, so it's not your role will look different, and of course your grading sheets will look different. But the first thing that you want to do is actually make sure that the PAL, you've gotten together with your PAL and calculated the grades that the students have so far, including any type of penalties the students might have due to either absences or tardies. And what you want to do is go ahead and in the gradebook area have your PAL put the grades that you've calculated into the MyMav 4th week. We want them to be accurate so that the students get a good idea of how they're doing so far in the class, and especially to encourage those people who haven't been attending or have been late several times to start making up for those attendances now rather than waiting until the end of the semester to take care of those. If they don't know there's a problem, they won't fix it, and that's kind of the idea. So make sure that your PALs have put the grades into the MyMav 4th week column for all your students in your sections. Once that's been established, make sure also to try to get that in before Wednesday or evening, so that there will be a automatic grade download from Canvas onto MyMav. At least we've been told that's the case, so it makes your life a whole lot easier. Once the grades on Thursday at 12 a.m. and Friday at 12 a.m. have been downloaded into MyMav, you will still have other steps to do. So once those have happened, go ahead and log on to MyMav. Once you get into MyMav, you should see this screen. And let me just show you a couple things to make your life a little easier as well. I usually just like to click on My Schedule. And for those of you who are new, it should just have Fall 2019 over here. However, if you've been at UTA before, it might not be on this term. If you click on Change Term, you can go in and select the term that we're currently in. Right now we're in 2019 Fall, so that's the one that you want to make sure you're in. You'll have a list. Your list will not be as extensive as mine, but you'll have your list of the classes and the sections that you're teaching. Just for your benefit, if you scroll all the way to the left icon, it says Class Roster right there. If you click on it, you'll be able to see a list of your class roster. And for those of you who would like to know this, if you click on Include Photos to List and then View All right there, so you clicked Keep the Photos here and then View All, which was right here, you'll be able to see your entire photo class roster, so you can get to know your students by face as well as name a little bit faster. I do this often myself. So let's go back. I'm just going to click up here all the way at the top to My Schedule. Now, to do your 4th week grade progress reports, as well as your midterm and final exam ones later, come over and hover over the second icon, the middle icon. That'll say Grade Roster. This should automatically come up to the 4th week progress here. So, and if you got your PALs to put the grades in properly, by about Thursday morning, when most people get up, most people don't get up at midnight. I sometimes stay up until midnight, but wait until the morning, business hours in the morning by Thursday, if not Friday. And most of these grades will already be entered, like an A, B, C, etc. As long as you again had your pals put those grades into the 4th week column into Canvas. One quick note, so that we don't forget something: if we scroll all the way down, you will want to come all the way down to the end of this list. It will automatically default to showing only 20 students. Most of you have more than 20 students. So before you start double checking the grades, please do click View All. That way you don't forget your students beyond a list, the 20 list. So then you can go through and double check to make sure that the download was proper and that all the students got their correct grades, with one key exception. This grade progress report will not pull in F grades. So to enter an F grade, because you have to manually enter in F grades because there's more information that they need to know. To enter an F grade for someone who deserves it, I'll just click through it, but I will not save it because this student I don't think is making an F grade at this point. So all you do is click on the drop-down list and enter your F grade. That doesn't mean that that's going to be their final grade in this semester. It's grade for this progress report. When you enter F, you do have to put in a justification for F. There's only 3 choices. There won't be typing in explanations or anything like that. You just simply click in attendance but performing poorly, never attended or participated, which some of you may be experiencing that, or some of them may have stopped attending as of, so they didn't attend after a certain date. This is very important to put in for tuition reimbursement processes, so that this must act. If you give an F grade, you have to give these justifications, but you do not have to do that for any other grade. So if you click on stopped attending as of, you will also need to come over here and indicate what's the last date that the student attended. Again, this is for possible tuition reimbursement exercises. So you just click on a date. Let's say they stopped on September 4th. Once we finish that and you've entered your F grade for all the students that do have F grades, what you will want to do is go ahead and click on Save. I am not going to click there because I do not want to save this F for this student. But you would click on Save just to make sure everything uploads properly. Then you will want to come over to your approval status. It says Not Reviewed. Well, you've entered all your grades and you've reviewed them, so you will go down to Approved, and then after you click on Approve, then click Save. Once you have that set on Approved and save it, don't forget to click the Save button. Once you do that, then these drop-down boxes will go away and kind of finalize your grade progress report. If for some reason you just happen to click Approve and Saved and then realize that someone else has an incorrect grade, you can always come in and change the status to Not Reviewed. It will it will reopen those so you can change them to the correct letter grade. Then you come back up to the approval status, click on Approved, and then click Save. Once you're happy with that, you can close down and you're done. Key being that this needs to be done before noon on Friday, this Friday, which is the 20th. So please make sure that you do that. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me or contact me, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Thanks, and have a great day, y'all.